Veterans Day coming up this Sunday, November 11th, the government holiday on Monday. Got a lot of activities taking place throughout the Eastern Sierra, including the Rotary Club of Mammoth Lakes. Got a nice press release from the Rotary Club announcing and inviting the members of the community invited to attend the annual Veterans Day event, scheduled for this Sunday beginning at 9 a.m., hosted at the Mammoth Lakes Fire Department, Station Number 1, Main Street. Now, that press release notes that World War I, known as the time as the Great War, officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed June 28, 1919, in the Palace of Versailles outside the town of Versailles, France. However, fighting ceased 7 months earlier when an armistice or temporary cessation of hostilities between the Allied nations and Germany went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And for that reason, November 11th, 1918, generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars. Boy, we could only have hoped. The observance of Veterans Day, November 11th, not only preserves the historical significance of the date, but helps focus attention on the important purpose of Veterans Day, a celebration to honor Americans, veterans, for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. This celebration, co-sponsored by a number of groups, including Mono County, Town of Mammoth Lakes, Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra, Rotary Club of Mammoth Lakes Police Department, and the Mammoth Lakes Fire Department, and again at the Fire Department Sunday morning at 11 a.m. If you would like some more information, email rich@mammothLakesFoundation.org. And the Bishop VFW Post 8988 and American Legion will commemorate Veterans Day this Sunday. Activities will begin at 6:45 a.m. with the VFW and the volunteers placing flags downtown Bishop and other parts of the city. I just love this. Volunteers are always welcome to participate. Public invited and encouraged to attend the Veterans Day service beginning at 11 a.m. at the Pioneer Cemetery this Sunday, November 11th. Following that service, the Bishop VFW Auxiliary and American Legion Auxiliary serving lunch at the Post, 484 Short Street. All are welcome. If you would like more information, contact the ever helpful Cheryl Underhill, 760-920-0106. Cheryl will be out there Sunday morning coordinating the placement of the flags. Cheryl, thank you very much. Big Pine American Legion Glacier Post 457 commemorating Veterans Day this Sunday, November 11th, beginning at 8 a.m. at the Big Pine Cemetery. American flags will be placed on each veteran's headstone, followed by placing of flags on veterans' headstones at the Woodman Cemetery. Volunteers, you're asked to come and participate in placing the flags to honor our veterans. Public, everybody's invited out there for the Veterans Day service, 11 a.m. this Sunday. Big Pine Veterans Memorial, you know that's at the north end of Big Pine at the Roosevelt Tree, US 395 and State Route 168. This service will honor all veterans, both past and present, who served their country to ensure our freedom and the American way of life. And the Lone Pine VFW holding its annual Veterans Day event. That is also obviously taking place this Sunday, 11 a.m. That'll be at the Mount Whitney Cemetery. Lunch will be served at the Post following the service at the Lone Pine VFW Post 8036. Comrades of the Lone Pine VFW Post inviting everybody to come on out. Also in Mammoth on Veterans Day, hold at all costs. Korea, the Battle of Outpost Harry. Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra welcomes all for an evening of remembrance, honoring the heroism and tragedy of the Korean War. You can join Disabled Sports Eastern Sierra in the screening of the documentary Hold at All Costs. Mammoth Lakes Foundation Edison Theater will be opening Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Light refreshments. Special guests, Korean War veterans Bob Baker and Roy Craddy. The screening will be taking place at 6 p.m. It's always going to be a great Veterans Day here in the Eastern Sierra. Lots of places to go out and salute our veterans. Well, donations are being sought for the annual Eastern Sierra Shop with a Cop. Law enforcement officials and public safety staff from law enforcement and criminal justice agencies throughout Mono and Inyo counties, they're busy planning the annual Shop with a Cop event that's set for Saturday, December 8th. Press release notes this is a very special day where our local law enforcement brings the true spirit of Christmas to families in need throughout the Eastern Sierra and Owens Valley. This program allows children to go Christmas shopping with a local law enforcement officer to buy gifts for their loved ones. Saturday morning, the children are picked up by at their homes by law enforcement partners and taken to breakfast. After breakfast, the officers and children respond. Code 3, that's lights and sirens. The kids dig it. It's kind of fun to see on a Saturday morning, and they do that to the Kmart in Bishop for the shopping extravaganza. Each child given $200 to shop for gifts for their families after they've been purchased. Local volunteers wrap the gifts. Officers and children travel home where an early celebration for Christmas can begin. The goal for the 2018 Shop with a Cop to provide Christmas to 60 children and their families, and this event is completely donation driven. Those donations can be dropped off at the Mono County Sheriff's Office, Inyo County Sheriff's Office, Bishop Police Department, and the Mammoth Lakes Police Department. Anyone can nominate a family using the nomination forms, can be picked up at the Bishop Police Department and are available online. You can email Eastern Sierra Shop with a Cop at gmail.com. I've been out there a couple times for this. It's truly a great and heartwarming event. We'll be back with a weather report.